Here's Hester. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. 17-0 our score after 1.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hold up.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the return, Hester.
Whoosh.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson, and he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you
don't want to.
No, but in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Devin Bush just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire...
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Lawrence Taylor able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty deep... Be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. First down, Murray. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jackson, and this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the... About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Murray throwing on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Stay with your man.
They'll run it. Here's Okoye. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red, even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape. Down. Lawrence Taylor. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Brian Urlacher able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Brian just outside his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. And he is out of bounds, side the 30. Oh, he nearly broke that one. A heck of a 36-yard run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. In none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now,
and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And his pass, incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick, the one that time to knock it away. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first and going to be about a yard or 2 short. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 7. And he's going to go down again. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So often
Murray fighting, lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Lawrence Taylor in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Murray. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
To throw, it's Murray. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Hey, I got motion.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we've got 10 seconds remaining.